You ever heard a voice that shouldn't know your name? Something that slips through the cracks of the airwaves, whispering things it shouldn't? Last week, my radio started talking back, and it hasn't stopped. I'm Elliot, and this is what I heard. It was Tuesday night, late, too late for anyone sane to be awake. I was in the garage sorting junk when the old radio caught my eye. A boxy thing coated in dust, the kind my dad used to fix cars to. It hadn't worked in years. I flipped the switch anyway. Nothing, just dead air. Then, a hum. It was faint, like a wasp trapped in a jar. I twisted the dial, and it scratched to life. A voice, low and wet, like it was choking on itself, said, "Elliot." I froze. It said it again. "Elliot." 3 times total, each slower than the last. "Elliot." I hadn't told anyone I was out there. I hadn't spoken in hours. The voice kept going. "Elliot, you left the dog in the rain." My stomach dropped. When I was 9, my mutt Rusty got loose in a storm. I lied and said he ran off, that he drowned in the creek. I never told anyone, not even my parents, not a soul. The voice kept going. "Elliot, the red lighter in the shed." That was last summer. I'd torched an old journal and watched the pages curl myself. No one else saw. How did it know? I thought it was a sick and twisted prank or some AM station bleeding through. But then it said more, and I yanked the plug from the outlet. Silence. Then I smashed it with a hammer from the workbench, right through the speaker. Bits flew everywhere. I went to bed shaking. The next morning, it was on again, right there in the corner, humming. That night, it got worse. Voices, plural now, overlapping each other, reciting my day before I lived it. "Elliot eats oatmeal at 8:12. Elliot drives past the gas station." Things which I do hours later. It was predicting me. I couldn't take it anymore, so I traced the signal. Some old frequency map online pointed to a tower that was 10 miles out and abandoned since the 90s. I drove there at dusk. The place was a skeleton, a rusted metal skeleton, cables swaying like veins. Static poured from everywhere. It was thick in the air. I could feel it all over my skin. I climbed the base to get a better look. There was no equipment, no power lines, just a shape in the haze, hunched and faceless. It turned to me. I felt its eyes bore into my soul. Then static screamed my name. I ran, straight for the car as fast as I could. I slammed that car door and floored it home. The tower was empty. There was no tech, no source, no workers. Just that thing, that static. I locked the doors and smashed the radio this time. To pieces. Midnight hit. My car's stereo, which has been off for months, crackles. "You shouldn't have come, Elliot." Every word was clear as day. Then silence. But last night, I heard static from the wires overhead. Maybe it's not done. Maybe it's listening now. What about you? Ever heard something you can't explain? Tell me below. And next time, we will see what's watching from the wires.